In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 things you should know before starting a business. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. The highs and lows of being an entrepreneur are impossible to compare. It's critical to understand the responsibilities, sleepless nights, and anxiety that come with being an entrepreneur. To summarize the experience of the entrepreneur, it is a difficult job. A business owner's formal training will not prepare them for the challenges they will face. The situation determines the learning curve entirely. As a result, understanding and providing business advice is difficult. However, one can draw conclusions from one's own personal experiences. Although no two businesses are the same, the basic principles can be applied to recurring events in most business workflows. As a result, the purpose of this article is to compile a list of key points that every business person should be familiar with. The following are the top 10 things you should know before starting a business. Number 10. Specializing in one thing at a time. Pitching to your target market can help you gain traction if your company knows what it's good at. As a result, if your organization specializes in one area, it is not necessary to devote resources to gaining additional skills. Working on one ability and selling point at a time will help you to save up enough money to try new things in the future. Number 9. Competition and marketplace. Competition is excellent for business, and it is competition that promotes innovation in most circumstances. As a result, understanding the market a company is about to enter can help strengthen the company's position in terms of market competition. It is critical for businesses to understand the kind of customers they serve. Winning the vote of your customers and their endorsement of your brand only improves your standing as a company. Estimates and statistics can be used into a company's strategy to attract more potential investors. Number 8. Networking with peers. An ambitious business person's best way to networking is to make contacts in entrepreneur circles. A corporate career can be isolating. Why be lonely when strong interpersonal relationships can provide you with the nutrition you require? There will be occasions when another business person finds themselves in a similar predicament. There's always a way to collaborate and find improvised solutions that suit both parties. Networking is an excellent technique to create a support system that will assist you and your peers in becoming more successful entrepreneurs. Partnerships and joint enterprises have seen significant expansion. It is a growth-promoting reciprocal process. Number 7. Standing out. Unconventionality rarely pays money, but it can help a company stand out from the crowd. There is no playbook for dealing with businesses, and there is no one-size-fits-all method to working with them. As a result, improvising under uncommon conditions is the only way to succeed. This is especially true for new or unusually structured businesses. If a business already has a marketing strategy in place, there should be plenty of room for change. An investigation is also required, since the findings can be used to establish priorities. If there is a corner that can be cut, an out-of-the-box approach can assist save money in the future. Managing resources is akin to managing a company. Scarcity and a sense of urgency are often accelerators for innovation. Unusual actions can be done to identify innovations that set that business model apart from the norm. Number 6. Don't freak out when failure comes knocking. Our predisposition to think certain things is the fundamental challenge in overcoming a corporate loss. Winston Churchill once said, "To improve is to change, and to be perfect is to change often." As a result, failure is a part of life that cannot be avoided. Failures in the corporate world are also included. Colonel David Sanders, the founder of KFC, went around looking for investors at the age of 65 with only $105 in his pocket. He remained firm in his approach despite several rejections and failures. The company was purchased for $2 million when he was 74 years old. It's crucial to keep things in perspective, and accepting failure as a reality is easier than focusing on the mental strain of failing. It also makes a strong case for putting together a backup plan in case something goes wrong. Every business effort will be disrupted at some point, but the key is to be resilient. Number 5. Market testing can be productive. Regardless of how effectively a product is expected to perform, it may fail for a variety of reasons. As a result, putting your product to the test in a willing market can be incredibly advantageous in terms of gathering crucial data. As a result, if the test indicates that there is significant demand for the product a company wishes to market, the product can be issued on schedule. Another successful sort of testing is product testing, which evaluates a product's potential performance. There are a number of ways that might help a business get useful feedback from its potential client base. Number 4. Reading good books. Bill Gates has long emphasized the significance of reading books. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, recommends that every businessperson read 500 pages a day. Similarly, Mark Zuckerberg has set a goal of reading 1 book per week. Business books should not be the only books on a businessperson's reading list. Listen to audiobooks and hunt for publications in your areas of interest to broaden your reading material. John Brooks' Business Adventures is one of the novels that can be read or is highly sought after. The Effective Executive by Peter F. Drucker and The E-Myth by Michael Gerber are 2 books worth reading. Number 3. Cash flow is important. When launching a business, there are various variables to consider. There are a number of specifics that must be hegemonized, as well as priorities that must be defined. Cash flow is something that aspiring entrepreneurs and business people should pay close attention to. Entrepreneurship and cash flow are inextricably linked. If a company's cash flow is healthy, it may finance its own mistakes. If you have enough cash on hand, you can easily compensate for any mistakes you make in order to minimize anticipated delays. The first year, especially for startups, can set the tone for the rest of the journey. Even if expected growth is included, if a startup burns through its initial investment, it may quickly drain. Examining the expenditure threshold as well as estimating the cash flow is the key to preventing such arguments. The cash flow forecasts can be examined and re-evaluated to see whether the company will be able to generate sufficient cash flow in the following year. Number 2. Deploying a legal structure. When a company incorporates a legal structure, it may improve its own safety net. Mark Kalish, co-owner and VP of Envirotech Coding System, said, "I've heard horror stories from folks who in hindsight wish they had taken the time and invested the money to receive expert counsel up front." As a result, the legal framework has an impact on how you pay your taxes, how much paperwork you have to fill out, and the liabilities you may face. The limits and requirements that apply to different sorts of legal entities are different. As a result, it will be fully dependent on the type of company one owns. Because Kalish was so concerned with receiving quick legal counsel, it is strongly advised that a business accountant or a corporation attorney be employed to provide exact and timely guidance on the legal structure that an organization requires. Number 1. Start with your business plan. A business strategy increases the chances of success by 129% for entrepreneurs and aspiring business people. According to a 2010 study, businesses that have a business strategy are 30% more likely to expand faster. Another study found that 71% of the fastest growing organizations have a business plan, confirming the link between growth and planning. Companies don't call them business plans, preferring to term them strategic plans. It's also crucial to consider the plan's quality. Researchers have also discovered that plans that forecast future trends, track progress, and improve targets have a more stable corporate workflow. To summarize, being prepared is critical, particularly if you want your investors to be interested in what you're about to do. And rely on your business plan. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.